Harvey Penick wrote a paragraph about the waggle, and the waggle is the name given to the seemingly involuntary twitches that a golfer makes prior to hitting a golf ball. He thought that probably it was uh, to get the juices flowing, the adrenaline, as he put it, and then somewhat, I think contradictorily, thought that it was to perhaps relax the anxiety before a golf swing. Either way, he agreed with Ben Hogan, another Texan with whom he was familiar, who had said that you don't want to groove your waggle. In other words, don't do a load of them. And Bobby Jones, a generation earlier, had said that if he took more than one waggle, it was probably a bad shot. Henry Longhurst, who was an author and a great player, I think he played for Cambridge University, and was the commentator for many years, sitting behind 16th green, the par 3 at the Masters. He famously said during the 1970 Open, watching Doug Sanders taking progressively more and more waggles out of probably anxiety, oh, just hit the ball. So he also, Penick, expressed disfavor for seeing a waggle that was going up and down, and I interpret that as meaning forward and back. A human body is articulated to move in this direction with tetrapods, and so ankles, elbows, shoulders, knees, hips, and so on are all dedicated to going in this direction. And so he didn't like the look of a waggle that was going this way, and I think he had reason. Champion golfers, and I noticed this even very subtly on Tiger Woods, would hover the club just an inch or two above and beyond the ball while they're eyeing up the shot, and then almost as one of the last features of preparation, would push down on the club to bring the club back to where they wanted the club to be at the beginning of the swing. Well, of course, what you're doing is you're tightening up and using a certain list of muscles. Now, that would be a little bit of a disaster for golfers who are doing waggles in this direction, because essentially you're saying these are the muscles I'm going to use to raise the club. Clearly, the club eventually ends up above your right shoulder, and raising with the easy muscles, these are the easy ones to use to raise biceps, wrists, using those muscles at any point in the swing makes one vulnerable. Quite simply this reason. If at any point those muscles have acted in a way that's unhelpful, you've moved the impact position from here to about here with disastrous results. You shank the ball. And so he thought that that was a bad idea to go up and down, and I think that that's the reason. It was teaching the wrong muscles. So the way that I deal with the waggle is to encourage that it be done with a rather wooden, slow, short movement, as if the club were a windshield wiper blade cleaning a little piece of the windshield of a car. And Ben Hogan himself actually said that even though the waggle was a wristy action, that he wanted the takeaway to be done not with the same move, but with a movement of the shoulders, which is precisely why I have people waggle in the way I just suggested and use it as a template for the initiation of the backswing.